The 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5 cleaves throwback styling with cutting-edge electric car performance. What kind of car is the 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5? Rivaling cars such as the Ford Mustang Mach-E, Tesla Model Y, and Volkswagen ID4 is the 5-door electric hatchback Ioniq 5. It is quick, roomy, and visually arresting. Its TCC rating of 8.5 out of 10 is largely explained by how efficient it is to drive. What's new for the 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5? Hyundai added standard features this year, including as rear seat side airbags and a Wi-Fi hotspot. On the limited variant, a rear camera mirror is now available. Upcoming, a blazing Ioniq 5N with roughly 600 horsepower. The Ioniq 5, which debuted for the 2022 model year, marked the introduction of a new line of Hyundai electric vehicles. Its electric car skateboard is similar to that of the Genesis GV60 and Kia EV6, but not in appearance. The Ioniq 5 pays homage to the popular hatchbacks of the 1980s by combining a deeply wrinkled door panel and pixelated LED lighting with an exact outline. 2 digital screens are operated in the cockpit, one for infotainment and instrumentation, and the other for touchscreen input. The 58 kWh or bigger 77.4 kWh battery pack of the Ioniq 5 allows for quick and steady driving. Drivers can select between rear or all-wheel drive when using the bigger battery pack, while only rear-wheel drive is available with the smaller battery pack. The maximum range varies between 220 and 303 miles, while the power output increases from 225 to 320 horsepower. Hyundai says it can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in as little as 5.0 seconds. Its powerful acceleration is accompanied by a smooth ride and generally accurate steering. With the release of the Ioniq 5N, it promises even crisper reactions since it is perfectly tuned for the sweet spot of crossover handling. It can also be charged from 10 to 80% on a 350-watt DC fast charger in as little as 18 minutes, and it can pull up to 2,300 pounds. The Hyundai Palisade crossover with 3 rows has a shorter wheelbase than the Ioniq 5, which has a longer wheelbase of 118.1 inches. Although the inside isn't quite as large, it can still accommodate up to 5 people for shorter excursions. Although the back seats are comfortable for even taller individuals, the front chairs might be lowered and provide better lumbar support. Along with a 0.85 cubic foot front trunk, the Ioniq 5 boasts 59.3 cubic feet of storage space when the rear seatbacks are folded down. The Ioniq 5 receives 5 stars overall from the NHTSA and a top safety Pick Plus designation from the IIHS. Active lane control, adaptive cruise control, and automatic high-beam headlamps are standard on all models. If they're not standard, you can install blind spot monitors and a surround view camera system. Do so since the large roof pillar obstructs your rear view mirror. How much does the 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5 cost? The Ioniq 5 SE model with the lower battery will start at roughly $43,000 in 2024. It has cloth upholstery, heated front seats, a sliding second row seat, satellite radio, GPS, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. Our choice, the Ioniq 5 SEL, comes in around $50,000 and has standard wireless smartphone charging, a motorized tailgate, and synthetic leather interior. 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5 styling. We give it a 9. It brings back the age of 1980s sporty hatchbacks and adds a futuristic, digitally oriented design that is worth 2 points on the exterior and 2 inside. The inspiration behind the Ioniq 5 is evident when one looks back to Hyundai's original pony car from the turn of the 20th century. In the best sense imaginable, it's an exaggeration of that mindset, perhaps seen through a Dodge Omni lens. Hyundai takes the hatchback body and filigrees it with elements that play across the front and rear ends like they've always been in style, influenced by bitmaps. In person, the Ioniq 5 is a large midsize car that conceals its actual size and weight with large wheels, diagonal slashes, and a softly dipped roofline. In pictures, it appears squat and tiny. This is how the past appears new and fresh to those with true talent. Within, the Ioniq 5 honors the pony and the previous century with thoughtful and endearing features. The dash is dominated by 2 12.3-inch screens. One houses the gauges and driver display, while the second touchscreen controls the hatchback's entertainment and navigation. The low-slung appearance is maintained while allowing for a large center console and a sliding armrest that meet at the wide dash. While the Ioniq 5 retains a sleek design and simple interfaces, some of its features have been relegated to the touchscreen. 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5 Comfort and Quality. The calm, cozy cabin of the Ioniq 5 is full with fascinating features. The Ioniq 5 hatchback has a roomy inside with plenty of room for 4 people and goods, complete with many chic and well-designed details. It scores an 8 here because to its well-designed cabin, lots of storage, and superb back seats. Compared to gas-powered vehicles of comparable size, the Ioniq 5 offers much more inside room thanks to its 118.1-inch wheelbase and 182.5-inch overall length. Sitting inside makes it evident, as does the fact that the high floor caused by the battery pack makes front seat comfort less than ideal. Tall drivers are positioned too near to the roof due to the seat's outstanding support and bolstering. Additionally, more lumbar support wouldn't hurt. The Ioniq 5's rear seats make up for the space that was lost in the front row. They maintain comfort levels while trading off cargo space for rear seat legroom by sliding on a track. The bottom and back cushions tilt will make 3 persons comfortable on a quick cross-down excursion. In the Hyundai Ioniq 5, the 0.85 cubic foot front trunk and the 27.2 cubic foot hatch space combine to provide enough room behind the rear seat. More needed? To increase cargo space to 59.3 cubic feet, the back seats of the Ioniq may be folded down. The inside of the Ioniq 5 exudes mood. The crossover cruises along silently, muted by wind, road noise, and just a hint of engine noise, all while gleaming from its numerous LED screens. The horizontal design motif throughout the interior creates the illusion of expansive space, and the materials feel as beautiful as they seem. How safe is the Hyundai Ioniq 5? It receives 5 stars overall from the NHTSA and a top safety pick designation from the IIHS. In addition, the Ioniq 5 has blind spot monitors, adaptive cruise control, active lane control, automatic highlights, rear seat side airbags, and adaptive cruise control. The Ioniq 5 is almost ideal in this regard, with optional blind spot cameras, a surround view camera system, and automated lane change capability, but the view to the back cabin is limited by the vehicle's thick roof pillars. 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5 features. The Ioniq 5 is powered by excellent technology and a lengthy warranty, provided that it is available where you live. Given its extensive list of standard amenities, excellent infotainment system, and 5-year per 60,000-mile warranty that includes 3 years of free regular maintenance, the Ioniq 5 does highly in this area. Even if it's a nice deal, it's not cheap, and not all 50 states have it. Here, it's an 8. Which Hyundai Ioniq 5 should I buy? Dual digital displays, heated front seats, a sliding second row seat, synthetic leather upholstery, GPS, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto are all standard features of the Ioniq 5 SE standard range. Strangely, a corded connection is needed for smartphone compatibility in the most technologically advanced Hyundai. The Ioniq SEL, which retails for $49,775, comes equipped with a motorized tailgate, ambient lighting, a heated steering wheel, wireless smartphone charging, and enhanced driver assistance. How much is a fully loaded Hyundai Ioniq 5? The $55,875 Ioniq 5 Limited bundles a head-up display, remote park assist, a power front passenger seat, and cooled front seats. Thanks for walking.